Hi Huns, and welcome back to my channel. So I really hope you enjoyed my skeleton skull gold video that I did last time. I loved doing it. I know I said that I loved it at the time as well, but I have got so many compliments for that video that it just makes me feel like, good job, gal. Good job. Just so you know, I'm not naked underneath. I've got this little vest top on because we're going to take this look all the way down like we did for the Angel versus Devil, which was the second video of 2020 on this channel right here. So today is an interesting one. I actually did a pumpkin in 2018, but not on my YouTube because obviously I didn't have a YouTube channel back then, but I did it for my Instagram, just for the gram. Okay, so I am aware that the two looks that I did just now coming up to this one were quite time consuming, and if you're not confident with makeup you might not get the same result, which means that you might not necessarily do it. And a few people have commented and messaged me directly, and a few friends have said that they want something more wearable and easier to do. So for my next one, I will be doing something quite easy, quite cute. I'm just waiting for all the stuff to get delivered because I ordered a few props because we need that. So this will be the last video for now. I'll try and do a few easier ones because Halloween is coming next week, and then my looks and videos are over until 2021, which hopefully we'll be able to go somewhere and actually do these looks on ourselves. I haven't actually decided what is going to be my look of the year, which is weird because I normally plan that literally the day after Halloween finishes. I plan for the following year, but I haven't done that because it's been a weird year. So sit back, sit tight and enjoy the ride. Right, so I did my right eye first off camera just for speed. It's a very, very easy eye look. I'm just using oranges and a bit of dark brown just to make it a bit more striking. Today I'm using the Carnival palette. To start, I'm using the Painterly paint pot from MAC, and I'm putting it all over my eye. Now I've got the eye guard over here. I did use it, but I took it off very quickly. So I'm just gonna see what the situation is with this eye and then decide if I want to have it on or off. And now that that's done, we are going to put the transition shade to our eyelid, right above the crease. And I'm going to use a colour called Basic, which looks like that. It's a very, very light brown, and we're just putting it all over. Shall I zoom you in a little bit? Better? So carrying on with putting it on the eyelid. Like I said before, this look is a very, very easy look up here. Then it's going to get more difficult as we go down and down. Next, I'm going to be taking a very, very, very fluffy brush, big and fluffy. And I'm going in with a colour Lit, which is orange right here. I'm going to apply it where we did the transition shade, blowing it out to the eyebrow. I'm actually getting better at multitasking, have you noticed? Blowing it out to the eyebrow and not taking it any further than halfway through of the eyelid, halfway, whatever, of the eyelid. Don't take it to the inner corner of the eye basically, and keep applying it until you are happy with your shade. Now that I'm happy with the colour of that, I'm going in with a dark brown. This one is called Hall from the palette. It doesn't obviously have to be from the palette, it could be any dark brown, and I'm concentrating this right in the socket, right in the crease. And we don't want it to look too bright because this is not a pastel look, this is still going to be a glam look. So with dark brown rather than black, black's too harsh for this, concentrate it in the socket. Okay, darlings. So I'm actually taking my Revolution concealer, it's called Conceal and Define, really cheap from Superdrug. You can also get it online. I'm putting it on the back of my hand, and with my Dull Beauty brush, I'm going to apply that on the inner corner of my eyelid. Now, yes, this is a cut crease, but if it's not perfect, then it doesn't matter because we're not doing the type of cut crease that involves it looking harsh and separated. We want it to properly blend together. Okay, so this is the cut crease that I'm talking about. It's not perfect and it literally doesn't need to be perfect. Notice how I've done the cut crease above my crease and socket of my eye because we want the orange and the shimmer to be visible when your eyes are open. So if you want the shimmer to be visible when the eyes are open, always drag the concealer above your crease. Okay, I've got a pigment pyramid, I don't know what they're called. Stack, they're called stacks. I've got a pigment stack full of colours from Bella Pierre Cosmetics. I put this orange all over where we've put the concealer and created the little cut crease, and yeah, bring it right to the top, right to where you've created your new eyelid crease thing. And look how much more you can see it than if you didn't take it above the crease. Once you're happy with that, you blend and you make sure that it all merges together and it all looks the same as the other eye, with a little brush, little pencil brush, little fluffy brush, doesn't matter as long as it blends. I feel like I keep having to go in with the orange shimmer because every time I blend, the colour goes away a little bit. So I just add more and pat it on, like dab it on, rather than smear it on because it won't have the same effect. Now I'm going to wing my eye like I did on the other one, and I'm using the Inglot gel liner. I'm using the P. Louise and Acid Rain gel liner brush as well, and I like the way that it wonks. And this is probably the most stressful part of the look when it comes to the eyes, because I always struggle with getting it identical, and we all know that I've got a problem with being a perfectionist. So as you can see, the wing is very dramatic. This is what I wanted it to be like. It is Halloween after all. Once I've done that, I'm gonna take this brush right here. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny brush, and I'm gonna use a black eyeshadow to just blend out the harshness of the winged liner. I have said this in one or two of my previous videos. This is so crucial because we want it to look soft. We don't want it to look aggressive because this is already aggressive due to its width and length. And it's just important to make it look nice, soft, and it does bring the look together. And you know what? It does make such a difference as well. I then take the same orange that I used for the cut crease bit, and I'm putting it in the inner corner. I mean, right at the corner of my eye, just to give it a little bit more of a zhuzh. So once I'm satisfied with that, I'm about to go and put my eyelash on for this eye, and I'll be right back. So now that both of the eyes are on, we're gonna do the face. I'm gonna do the face as normal, like how I always do it. And then we'll get going with the fun part to this vid. Okay, so here I'm using for the very first time my Fenty Beauty foundation. I use shade 190 and I put that all over my face. To be honest with you, I did do 2 layers because I feel like this foundation is so lovely, but it's not as full coverage as I like it to be. And for this look, I really wanted it to be full coverage. And with my mini concealer brush, I just go over anywhere that's got streaks and the big foundation brush can't get to smooth it all out. Here I'm just covering my little spots that I got on my face, and we're moving on to using concealer on the under eye area to brighten that up. In this video, I'm using my Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. It's really affordable and really cheap. It's not the best concealer that I've got, but it is a good one. Oi. Now we're getting down to business. I'm using my black eyeliner pencil to draw out teeth for this look. I start by drawing out a line from each corner of my mouth all the way through to my ears. And then I draw triangles in all different height and width at the top and the bottom of that line. Make sure you do not touch the line in this process, as you'll be colouring it in and you need the space for it. Also, make sure that the base of each triangle curves rather than points. I'm not gonna lie, this was very tedious and did take quite a while because doing it on yourself is so much harder than you think. As you can see, the lines on my triangles, or teeth shall we call it, are not completely perfect, and that's okay because we're going to be blending it out later anyway. Now I'm using the Snazaroo black face paint to colour everything in. Make sure you do not leave any blank spaces and use it in as many layers as you think you need to make it as intense as possible. Now we're blending the black with some orange to bring it together, and I'm first using an orange eyeshadow, the same eyeshadow we used on the eyes, but next I'm using orange face paint in the same place as the eyeshadow to make it brighter. I felt the eyeshadow was looking a little bit dull and we want it to be in your face bright. So this is why the orange face paint came useful, because it did add just that little bit more. To complete the eyes, I'm using a bit of orange eyeshadow on my bottom lash line and a bit of brown eyeshadow in the same place, just to deepen the colours and make the eyes pop out a lot more. Always remember, if you have light eyes and you use a darker colour, it will make your eyes pop out so much more. As you can see, I'm now colouring in inverted commas, my neck and taking it down to my chest and shoulders. We're definitely giving the look more life by doing this. If this was a look that I was going to do on one of my clients for Halloween to go out in, I'm most likely to only put this orange on the neck, to be honest. And to make it a little bit more 3D, I'm using black eyeshadow to create 3 lines in the middle and on the sides of my neck and my chest, and you can see how much better this makes it look than before. I'm then contouring my forehead with orange eyeshadow before I quickly do my nose, and I literally used a black eyeliner to draw the outline and filled it in with black face paint. I also wanted to contour my nose with a very dark brown eyeshadow before I finished the look, with completing the brows. I thought this was a cute little add-on to finalise this pumpkin look, and it felt kind of empty without it. So this is the final look, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I added some glitter for the fun of it, and we all love glitter, and this is glam, more glam than it was without the glitter, but it was still obviously glam. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video, and thank you so much for sticking right to the very end. I know I didn't mention that you need to subscribe, but please do so. I can't wait to see you guys recreate this one. If you do, then don't forget, and please send it to me so I can see. See you in my next video. Bye guys.